Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading from what you're dealing with. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel and Val 53 Tarot She's Review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Goodness. Jeez. Ooh. What's going on, Sagittarius? What is this? What is this and who are you asking about? Oh my gosh. Ooh. Okay, that makes sense. Damn. Damn. Hey, it ain't nothing there, Crosswatcher. It ain't nothing there. I'm just asking, like, what is going on? Because that seems that's pretty severe. They understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like it is what it is. I don't mean nothing by it. It's just damn. I will say right away, do take care of yourself. Seriously, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, do take care of yourselves. Because shit, that is what I'm looking at with this. Um, the first card being out, Sagittarius, is that Three of Swords. That unfortunately that's damn. But wait, there's more. Um, I don't know what that is. That's just an energy of it even though it's energetically responding like it is what it is. No, it's not what it fucking is. It is what it is, but it's not just it is what it is. No, it's not that. It's an energy. Yes, on one hand, it is what it is. On the other hand, though, it's like, now what are you going to do about it? Energetically, they're showing me it does seem and feel like there is a dark cloud following them around through this whole situation. I don't know what's going on, but whatever is and has taken place that has led up to this point. Jeez. That's why I emphasize do take care of yourselves because damn. Like sometimes these situations over here happen to literally even they say like one door closes another door opens. That's what I'm looking at. The thing is, what are you going to do about it? Because if one door, what you're showing me as well, look at this. There's the world. That's one door closing. It is what it is. Clunk. There's the closure of something there that's painful. It's almost kind of like literally their heart is on their sleeve. Their heart has been exposed. It's something that they're going through, dealing with, and feeling and experiencing is so severe that it's kind of like, and now that door is closed, and that's why I'm like, damn. And I see the energy where they're kind of like, getting a little bit edgy, and I'm like, I don't mean nothing by it. I don't mean nothing by it, Crosswatcher. But I'm also just trying to show you, like, hey, do take care of yourself. Seriously. Because I'm also looking at, like, dunk, dunk, dunk. Like, hey, you fucking good? You taking care of yourself? Are you good? Are you okay, Crosswatcher? I'm asking seriously. There's a song by Devil Driver called End of the Line. One door closes and then you're fucking trapped in. The lyrics are one door closes and you're trapped in. That's why it's called End of the Line. Because the typical saying is one door closes, one door opens. I'm looking at one door closes, you're fucking stuck. Like that heart on the sleeve wear. That's like, it is what it is. No, it's not. I don't fucking buy it. Whatever that is they're having to kind of work through the process afterwards of like the after effects or like the echoes or the ricochets or the ripple effects moving forward and whatever is going on. And this is why I say it this way. I'm looking at the possibility of a bounce back, and I don't know in what shape, form, way, or context. That's why I say do take care of yourselves mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, all realms. Like, there's something they need to fucking do, and I don't know what that is. There's the tower to go along with it, Sagittarius. I get that. I don't know why the two of you are showing up the way the two of you are with each other, or what it actually is going on. Um, those who have eyes to see, huh, Crosswatcher? I don't know what that realization is that they're dealing with. I don't know what it is they're healing from. I don't know what it is they're going through. But whatever this is, I don't know why the two of you are the way you are with each other, because it's like, damn. That is a situation of like, can't you? I don't know. I'm just saying this is from their perspective, Sagittarius. They're like, can't you fucking see what I'm going through? Eyes to see, physically. I'm not talking about spiritually here, energetically, mentally, emotionally, like a mind reader, you're psychic. No, I'm talking about physically. This is like when, I don't know, you see someone on the walk, some rando on the street, for example, walking, and they're kind of hunched over, and you're like, damn, their back looks like it fucking hurts. Like, you can visually see that. Like, they're probably not having a good time. Or someone that might be walking funny, and they're kind of like holding their hip, and it's like, what do you got? What's that one called? Where people can't even fucking sit down because there's that nerve or that vessel in their ass. I forget what it's called. Where it's just they can't sit still all the time. It's like they can't even sit. It fucking hurts to walk. I don't know what that's about. What is that one called? I'll have to look it up. I forget. A lot of people get it. I forget what that one's called from. I don't know if it's from sitting too much or like lack of exercise, fitness, or health or whatever. Um, there's the devil. I forget what it's called. I don't know why I can't remember it. Oh, damn. You're hurting, Crosswatcher. You're hurting. The reason why the two of you are with the reason why the two of you are that way with each other is because they're hurting and they're in pain. And then I gotta be honest, from where I'm looking, like for some reason, there's just kind of like, you may care, jeez, but to what extent? You know, saying it is one thing. Like, you good? You all right? You need something? That's one thing. But doing is something completely different. Jeez. They're like, yeah, damn. Don't. Nah, I know it's, spooky season, but don't work yourself down to the fucking bone. Take a break. Do something for yourself there, Crosswatcher. Seriously, do something for yourself. Oh my goodness, that's a situation. That's a situation. Like, even they're emphasizing like, I need a fucking break. Yeah, they need a break. I feel like that's what they're trying to figure out and work out right now. Is like they need some them time. They need some time to kind of like take care of yourself. Seriously, take care of yourself. Love yourself, nurture yourself. Like, and that's what the energy I'm talking about is kind of like what I'm looking at and sensing from. This is clearly something so very severe between the two of you. But what I don't understand is it's kind of like, okay, I understand you're hurting, you're in pain. It is what it is. What the fuck do you need? That's missing. Like when someone's like, oh, I'm fucking hurt. I just broke my leg. What do you need? Let me get you a wheelchair. Let me push you around. What you need? Let me get you something to drink. You want some food? You fucking hungry? All right, now when you heal, we need to fucking get in the gym so that, physical therapy, PT. We need to rebuild that strength and we need to get this shit going again so that you don't have this same mistake happen twice. Like, what can we do? Because I'm not looking at shit being done between the two of you. I'm looking at them, unfortunately, Sagittarius, having to do and figure out all this shit on their own. And it's like, I'm not saying you got to be anybody's mama or daddy, but the problem is I'm not looking at a very loving situation between the two of you either. And so it's like, is it a situation of like, oh, okay, I understand they're in pain and I'm just gonna fucking stay away? It's like that's when someone needs someone the most, is when they're in pain and when they're hurting and they're going through some difficult shit. They're battling themselves because it's like they don't know if they want to be left the fuck alone from you or they want you closer to them. But the problem is they don't want you just being like close to them to where it's like you don't give a shit and you're just cold and standoffish. No. Fine, I'll get you something to drink. Fine, I'll get you something to eat. Fine, I'll push you around in a wheelchair. It doesn't sound like a very loving connection. Oh, that's just how they are. Oh, they're fucking in pain. And it's like, huh. There's no faster way to let someone know you absolutely don't give a shit about them than that. Imagine that. You're walking around all day holding your lower back, and the person you're with doesn't say jack shit about it or ask you if there's anything they can do about it. It's like, something clicked. Something clicked. Take care of yourself, Crosswatcher. I get that. You can only do so much you can for yourself. At the same time, it's okay to need help. It's okay to ask for help. But if you're dealing with someone who doesn't clearly have eyes to see and doesn't visually see that something is going on with you, because clearly something is going on with you, damn. Do they see you or do they look right through you? Unfortunately, I kind of have to say it the way I am, Sagittarius, because for some reason, whatever is going on, this seems to be like some sort of weird standoff or stare down. And it's like, they're getting to the point where they just want to be left the fuck alone. And so it's like, if you're going through something difficult, it's like sometimes, depending on who you're dealing with, it's easier to be left the fuck alone than to deal with who you're dealing with. Because what they're showing me is that this kind of interaction or this kind of circumstances or situation causes them to think like, what's the fucking point of being here? And by the way, when I said something clicked, that means I'm looking at both of your energies shift. That's why I say something clicked, because there's the Wheel of Fortune. You really want to know? The Wheel of Fortune shows up if they should stay in the situation with you or if they should fucking go. We'll see. We'll see. And that's why I'm like, damn, because clearly the two of you give a shit about each other. Otherwise, you Sagittarius wouldn't be asking. But they wouldn't also be showing me this situation. They show me they're dealing with all this and then some of something clearly personal, but they also show me shit they got to do for the two of you on top of what they're dealing with themselves personally. Like, damn. That's kind of like if a doctor doesn't take care of themselves, but yet they got to go to work every fucking day and take care of other people. And so they kind of like self sacrifice themselves to help other people. And it's like if they can't even take care of themselves, they need someone else to do it for them. I'm not saying they're incapable. I'm just saying it's like, well, if they have, if they have no one that cares for them, but they care for others all day long and they do so much for others, they're going to be like, why the fuck am I working this job then? I need to quit this job and I need to go home and take care of myself instead of taking care of everyone else. Like, let me swing that in the opposite direction for a change and do what the fuck I need to do for me. Because doing so much, I mean, look at this. Doing so much for everyone else and not getting fucking shit in return or not being taken care of when I'm taking care of so many other people, that's what it's fucking for. They kind of have that realization. It's just an example. It's just an example. Damn. That is some serious. Yeah, I get that, Crosswatcher. I get that. To see someone hurting, like to see someone like hurting, visually see someone hurt and be like, damn, especially someone that you love and care about. It's like, can't you put your fucking differences aside and like step in and help? Or can you not? You have too much pride to be like, I know you're hurt. Depending on the situation and circumstances, of course, but at the same time, like I said, the both of you clearly care about each other a lot. So I'm wondering, like, what is the difficulty in showing each other that? Because they're showing me like they are devoted to you, Sagittarius, and I mean devoted to you. Like, Sagittarius, at your service. What the fuck do you need? The question I do have for you, Sagittarius, is what the fuck do they need? Because they're battling something pretty severe. And what they're emphasizing is like they just want you by their side in a loving manner. It's one of those situations where it's like, you kind of make it not easy for me to love you. But at the same time, it's like, because I love you, I understand what you're going through and why you could be coming across that way. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I won't take it personal. I won't feel some type of way and treat you differently based off how you're treating me because I love you. So I understand. I care enough to understand what you're going through and see things from your perspective rather than to be selfish and limited and can't see past my own nose. Once again, I'm just saying that as an example. The two of you clearly care about it. Eat health. Take care of yourselves. Both of you. Seriously. Both of you. You're showing me the both. We both need to do this as a team or as a unit. Otherwise, we're both going to fucking fall apart. I don't know what's going on. But there's something there that needs to be done. There's things here between the two of you that need to improve. And I feel like in all areas. Take care of yourselves. Bye.